Hey guys, what's up? It's me, your kitty. Oh, it has been so long since I recorded anything. But I wanted to record some more doll haul stuff. Because of the fact of, one of the things that's kept me very, very busy, obviously, is it is Christmas today. Now, my family is actually delaying our Christmas this year only because of the fact of, so we have family that is military. And unfortunately, the military leave period is after the Christmas holidays. So unfortunately, I don't have any presents. But that doesn't mean I didn't buy myself any presents. Yeah, kind of can't help myself when I go to the Dollar Tree store. I constantly go through the toy section and I buy out everything. I don't have a problem, you have a problem. You have a problem that you think I have a problem. But yes, so today is Christmas. Obviously, I understand some of you may not celebrate it, but happy holidays anyways to those of you that, have been celebrating other winter holidays other than Christmas, like Kwanzaa and Hanukkah, as well as any other holidays that I'm forgetting, as well as, our Canadian friends who will be celebrating Boxing Day as well. I hope you guys have an enjoyable Christmas. I know for me, even though it hasn't happened yet, my Christmas is still going to be a good one, even though we are celebrating at a later date. But, as I have said, I have gotten a lot of stuff over here, off camera. I had to push it pretty far away from me because the camera has a very wide view and I did not want you guys seeing it yet. But I actually got a lot of stuff, not only from the Dollar Tree store, but also from, I think some of it might be from Goodwill, like just stuff that I just found. Some of it I did actually buy new from Walmart, and then on top of that, I did buy secondhand from places like eBay and Mercari. So yes, there are a lot of things that I have to get through. And I may not be able to finish it all in one day, or at least just in one video, of course. So it will be spread out among different videos, but I am so excited to get back into doll haul stuff because I have been collecting and saving a bunch of stuff so that I can obviously show it to you guys. There is other stuff as well that I will again be reviewing at a later date, specifically after Christmas, because even though I don't know for sure, I really don't know for sure what I'm getting, of course. There are some smaller items I have a feeling might become a stocking stuffer or something that I want to wait to add to other stuff that I've gotten. So, again, that will be done at a later date. So if you just see miraculously a change of clothes in the middle of a video or something like that, that is why. But so, I'm just so excited. I've been holding on to this stuff, so let me just get into it. I'm going to switch down to my table so we have a better view, hopefully. It's going to be something a little new to try, so forgive me. But I'm going to switch it down to the table so you won't be looking just at my beautiful face. See you in a bit. Alright, so now we're down here at the table. So the first thing I kind of wanted to show off was this Chelsea doll that I had gotten. But it's not Chelsea herself, actually. It is a boy Chelsea. Presumably boy. Short hair, dark-skinned Chelsea. Or Chile. I'll figure out a name later. Maybe Tommy. Maybe this will be the new Tommy, I guess. But I saw this guy at Walmart, and I was actually thinking about it that it would kind of be cool to have, like, a Guy Kelly doll, or Guy Kelly doll, Guy Chelsea doll. I'm still gonna call him Kelly, okay? It's just kind of ingrained in me now. They're Kelly dolls still. But just because, one, I want to be able to try out the new Chelsea dolls with the Kelly clothes to see if they still actually fit, like they convert over. As well as the fact of, I've never actually had a, male Chelsea or Kelly doll. Back in the day, I think the only male doll there was Tommy. And Tommy was cool, but obviously, Tommy kind of followed the formula of the stereotypical American person, which was blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin. So I wanted a little bit more variety in my dolls and their color scheme in a sense. And when I saw him on the shelf, I was like, he is super cute. This little guy is so cute, so I just picked him up. But let me get him out of his box so that we can take a closer look at him without the reflection of the packaging on his face. Alright, so there he is. He's pretty cute. Ugh, if I can get him up to the camera and the camera will focus on him. You know, his beautiful little face. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, he's got a dark skin complexion. It looks like his eyes are like a gray or maybe like a lighter green color. You know, brown hair that's kind of like a somewhat of a faux hawk look. But he's got like this really cute like pattern shirt, which reminds me a little bit of like Rugrats backgrounds and stuff like that. As well as like these like teal shorts and everything, and then like his little white shoes. I don't know, the little white shoes feel pretty standard. And I'm kind of wondering as well. Okay, good. The shoes can come off. They felt a little painted on, so I was like... I hope to God that I can take them off. And I will say the one thing that I've noticed with the Kelly dolls and the Chelsea dolls is that both, like, the Chelsea dolls are actually a lot... I think they're taller, actually, than the Kelly dolls, as well as the fact of they are a lot slimmer. Like, in the arms and in the legs and everything like that. So it's very odd to a degree. Like, let me get my other Kelly dolls so I can show you kind of the comparison between them. So yeah, I kind of had to lower the camera a little bit, but I'm holding these guys at pretty much the same height. And as you can see, the Guy doll is significantly taller than the Kelly dolls, as well as the fact of, obviously, you know, like the arm size and everything is... I mean, maybe about the same size, but you can tell that the Chelsea doll mold is a little slimmer than the Kelly doll mold. And I think this is kind of cute in a sense that they do have, like, slightly different age ranges for the, like, Barbie franchise characters. The only thing is, I kind of wish that they kept Kelly, you know, and not switched out for Chelsea because, I don't know, it's like, Kelly still would have been a really cool, like, character to have with it, and then have, like, Chelsea, like, be, like, I don't know, like, a friend of one of the other ones, or, I don't know, just make Kelly older, and then make Chrissy a little bit older, like the Kelly dolls, and then just have another baby sister for Barbie, I don't know. But, I kind of do like this, like, little difference, I suppose, because, like, if you have, like, if you're making, like, a little Barbie family or something like that, the Kelly dolls obviously look, like, more, like, around the age of, like, I'd say maybe between, like, 5 and 8, and then the Chelsea dolls kind of look between, like, maybe, like, 8 and 11, possibly. So it is kind of a cute little comparisons, because it's like you could have this be like an older brother or something like that, and then this be like a younger sister. But yeah, again, a little different, but I did want to have some of the Chelsea dolls in a sense, because obviously I want to see how they compare with the Kelly clothes and accessories and such. But so moving on to the next doll that I have. So this is the made-to-move Barbie doll. Again, just a generic doll. There's no actual name to them, which I kind of miss from the old Barbie franchise, is that, like, each of the Barbie dolls had a name that went with them, and you'd, like, usually see them, like, on the box somewhere, but, like, there's no name to this one. On the back, actually, her name is GXF07, and there's 3 other made-to-move dolls which have a very similar naming style. But yeah, so one of my aims that I wanted was I always wanted a Barbie doll that, you know, had a lot of articulation in every single joint. And so obviously, you know, those points of articulation are like in the wrists, the, you know, shoulder, the elbow, and everything. I think even like the waistline, the hip points, knees, and ankles. And then, of course, like, in the head and everything like that. So, I wanted one that was more posable, but it was kind of one of those things that I'm like, I wanted a Barbie doll that looked more like me. Unfortunately, since Mattel got rid of the feature of being able to create your own Barbie doll, kind of like what American Girl it does and everything like that, where like you can create your own doll to make it look more like you. Mattel unfortunately got rid of that feature. I don't know how long ago they got rid of it, but I remember as a kid that was a service that you could actually, get done. Obviously, it costed a lot more money than just going out and buying a Barbie or something like that, or just trying to find a Barbie that looked kind of like you. I understand why Mattel probably doesn't do it anymore, simply for the reason of probably similar to the American Girl doll, and everything like that, why they probably don't have the same customization with those dolls as well, is because the fact of, yes, if you have like a few people that are doing special orders for dolls, it's not too much on a team, but when you have like every single person coming in and with a customized order, there's no way to really mass produce that. So even though yes, you're getting more money for those customized dolls, unfortunately you're not able to get them out as quickly. I don't think we'll be seeing that service come back anytime soon, though it is one that is very sorely missed by me. But so, let me go ahead and open this girl up so that we can see a little bit closer some of her articulation, as well as the fact of like her face and everything. And I want to see how close she does look to me. Funny. Just put you down there real quick. Also, I just want to give a big shout out to Jen, Next Gen, also known for her channel for the Great Big Toy Box, for the idea of using cuticle clippers to get like little tabs or something like that, like on the back of the Barbies' heads, and being able to get real close, but without clipping anything like hair or fibers or something like that. One tab. Where's it? Here, snapshot. Okay, good. There for now. Alright, so here she is. It's funny because when I was trying to unbox her and everything, I noticed like her joints are like super stiff. Now, I don't know if that's just customary of these types of dolls, that the joints are really stiff, in order to keep the integrity of the doll in check. But like even like trying to move her, like I'm like trying to bend her elbow. And it's like there's like a snap point, kind of like old Barbies, like with the snap knee. It's like there's like a point where it kind of snaps into place a little bit. And I feel like I should be able to move this joint here, but it's like I can't. And I do see grooves and everything like that where, that should be able to come through, but like this part of her arm, how you can kind of like come up this way. I feel like she should be able to do that, but she's not. So let me try the other arm, see if that one... No, the other one doesn't either. So now I'm kind of wondering, like, is there something wrong with my Barbie? Does it just not do that? Is it... Like, what's the deal? Like, I kind of had the idea that she was going to be able to, like, do this with her arm. And those points kind of tell me that she should be able to. Now, there are There is some movement in her wrists and everything like that, and I do really like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't really turn as well, so it's like there is some limitation to the articulation, but overall, I'm still really happy with the doll. Of course, like, the hair, it has, like, box hair, so it's like I have to kind of go through and brush her, but I've gotten so many brushes from the last haul that it shouldn't be a problem and everything. I do really want to wash her hair, though, because it just feels... Honestly, it feels greasy. As weird as that is to say, because obviously she's a doll, her hair doesn't get greasy. It feels like greasy hair. When you haven't washed your hair in a good couple of days, and you get that grease, like, on your hair. That's what it feels like right now. And I'm, like, running my fingers through it, like, trying to figure out, like, what is it? Like, is it just the fibers themselves and everything? It doesn't feel soft. But on top of that, her hair, obviously, from the packaging, you know, it's got this, like, really weird box crimp to it, is what I'm gonna call. But overall, I think she's a very pretty doll. The other thing I really like about her, and the main reason why I also got her, was the fact that she has the curvy model, you know, body type. And I was really interested to know, again, like, if the older Barbie clothing and accessories would work with her body type. So, I'm gonna try that out as well. But I have one more doll that I wanted to, you know, show you guys. So let me put her away, and I'll get that doll out. Okay, so kind of want to give it a surprise because of the fact of this doll, I think I paid like $35 for. I think it's an, not old like as in like, oh, it's like vintage doll, but old in the sense of, you know, they were selling it at one point at probably like Walmart or something, or on Mattel's website, but it was a previous release from like maybe like 2 to 3 years ago, and so obviously they're not really selling anymore, so the only way you can get this doll is secondhand. Again, I think I paid like $35 for it, and that was the cheapest I think I could get for this doll. It was going upwards of like 50, 60, and I think even some scalpers were selling it for like 100 something, which obviously no one's paying that price. But so, in here actually is a Ken doll. And again, it's like, I think I had said on the channel, in previous videos and stuff like that, I'm like, I've always wanted a Ken doll. One, because obviously we did get some we did get Ken clothes in one of the other hauls, but we didn't have a Ken doll to try all of it on. So again, I went out and I looked for a Ken doll that had a lot of articulation because I really wanted that articulation. And so I went out and I got a Ken doll. Maybe asking, why did I pay $35 for a simple Ken doll? One, because it has articulation, but also two, because of the fact of I was being a little superficial and biased, and I was like, you know what? I want a Ken doll that I think is cute. I want one that also has real hair, and not like the Chelsea dolls where it's sculpted hair. And I'm a sucker not only for, Ken dolls, but also for guys in real life that have long, luscious locks. Now, the hairstyle is not in the style that I would have chosen for a guy, but I think regardless, if I, like, let's just say I re-haired him and stuff like that, and re-rooted him, I think I could really make him, like, a freaking anime princess, like, prince or anything like that, so, yeah, that's probably gonna be my goal for, like, long haul for him. But so, let me show you the box art. Ta-da! There is the prince I chose out. It's not necessarily Barbie's prince, but it's the prince I chose for the doll that's going to represent me, that I might also rehair with my hair color, or dye the hair, I don't know. But so this is just the box art. Inside is the actual doll. They do come with this nice little tissue paper that I do kind of want to preserve. And There he is in all of his glory. There's so much articulation. Obviously, I have not taken him out of his box at all. So I have not touched anything else except for obviously the tissue paper to move it out of the way and check the quality of the doll to make sure that it didn't get damaged or anything in shipping. But yeah, I am so excited for this doll. So I just want to break him out of here and see what his articulation is like. Kind of like the same with the other doll. And I want to dress him up in other clothes. So yeah, let's get to that. Also, guys, there is a certificate of authenticity. But of course, I'm making the wrong decision in breaking open this doll. But let me tell you right now that this is the only doll I'm going to... This is the only collector's doll I'm probably going to break out of the box and, you know, do this with. I could probably go the creative route and probably should have gone the creative route in the sense where I took, you know, a disassembled Ken body that just didn't have the head and then put like a Ken head on it, but I don't have that much skills yet, and I just was like, I just really want a Ken doll that has articulation. It's a doll, it's meant to be played with, so yeah. I know I'm ruining the value right now. All of you are screaming and you're like, oh my god, the quality! And it's like, well, don't worry, it'll be loved. Massively. So both legs are free. His arm. Ow. Break free again. Go. Okay. Look at that. Yeah. Ken, what the heck? Sorry, Ken, if that was a little rough. It'll be okay, though. Also, sorry if I got my fingers on the lenses. Not that you really need them because, you know, you're a doll and you don't have eye problems, but... You look cute, though. Okay. I finally got him out of his box. But yeah, so there he is in all of his glory, in all of his now ruined value. And I don't care. But so yeah, this is what I kind of liked, but I actually, it's funny because like obviously this is the length of the sleeves and everything, and I actually kind of like it. I also like the fact that, you know, this is an actual pocket, like my fingers are touching in the middle here. Like, it's an actual, like, pocket here, and then, like, you know, he has an actual hood. Like, it's really nice quality and everything, like, even the clothes. And his glasses, like, oh my god, like, his glasses, they're so cute. And I don't see too many Barbies that actually have glasses. Like, that actually, like, they make glasses for the characters, like, as if they're, like, reading glasses. I think, obviously, these are much more stylized, but I like the fact that they're, like, stylized reading glasses. I'm really impressed with this doll so far. He does actually have a stand, which I will get out here in just a moment. Obviously, because I'm gonna want to stand him up, and somehow he has other doll's hair on his sweatshirt. Who you been seeing? I'm also very tempted, because obviously the bun here in the back is only held together with one elastic. And I'm tempted to undo it all and see what his hair looks like down. But I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to ruin the look just yet. So I'm like, when I'm ready to like rehair or like, you know, redo his hair somehow, then I'll go ahead and do it. But for right now, I'm like, I just want to keep him as he is. Obviously, just change out the clothes every once in a while. But so yeah. Let me break out his stand real quick, and then I'm going to move on to the next thing I want to do. Got him set up. Couldn't really do much with his arms. And of course, like, all the articulation that's underneath his sweatshirt is a little hard to see. Gonna kind of squat down so we can see my face now. So, yeah. Little hard to see, but I just went with the sassy pose. He's being a little persnickety, so there we go. But as I said, I wanted to try out some clothes from the other packs that we had opened, you know, prior. Obviously, there's a lot of clothes in here that I'm fairly certain is not going to fit. Like, specifically my Curvy Barbie. But I still want to try them to see if they can. As well as try some of the Ken clothes on the Ken doll. The thing is, like, obviously I have a Chelsea and a Kelly doll, as well as a regular Barbie from the 90s and a newer Barbie to do the size comparison on. And to see, like, where certain things have changed and the mold and everything like that. But I don't actually have a Ken doll. I used to have a Ken doll, don't have a Ken doll anymore. So, I'm gonna go through here, see which outfits I'm thinking might actually fit both dolls, and even, like, the Kelly and Chelsea dolls. And, then I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. So let me construct some outfits, and then I'll show you what I'm working with here. Yeah. Okay, so starting off with Ken here, for any of you that remember this, like, little white blazer and everything, I think I might have put this on my Barbie first, and it looked like a boyfriend shirt, to be honest. Now it's on Ken. And I cannot lie, it's not very flattering on Ken either. Not entirely sure if it was meant for Ken dolls, if it originally was a Ken doll thing, or even more so, if again, because of the fact of Mattel has changed a lot of the molds for the Barbie, Ken, Chelsea dolls, all of their dolls, pretty much, that the mold for the Ken dolls has also changed. So, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. It's like, I was expecting it to look a little bit more, like, fresh, a little bit more, like, luxurious. It doesn't quite look like that. So, I'm unsure if I want to keep this in my collection. Not really sure at all, to be honest. The next thing we have is this, like, black flannel shirt. This, like, short sleeve black flannel shirt. Now, I have no idea if this really was meant for Ken dolls. Because, again, like, you have this, like, buttoning up in the front. And it does actually button not very well, because, like, this top button, like, I can't really get it that well. And there's only 2 buttons, so it feels like there should have been a third somewhere down here. But there's not one, and I don't think that there's another hole I can see. Yeah, so I guess it was just for those 2. It's like, if there had been a third button, this might have been a good, like, kind of nerdy, but, you know, nice, put-together shirt. It looks more like a beach shirt now when I opened it up, so it's like, it kind of goes with his, you know, basketball short trunks here, but I'm not entirely upset with this one. It looks very dingy, so I think I need to wash it, as well as the fact of it just looks very, I don't know how to describe the look it gives. It gives very poor look. Like a little ghetto. And my friend, you do not look ghetto at all. You look like you're going to harass somebody by trying to give them the Pythagorean theorem and making them hurt their head. Okay, so this, like, it's just a robe and everything. Like, I didn't take off the pants or anything like that underneath it, but, so the only thing I wish that this robe would have come with, as well as the fact of, I think I'm gonna have to modify the robe a little bit for, is there's no belt loop on it. But it does actually look really good on him. Like, I actually really like the robe. It looks like a nice, like, reading robe, or, like, one that you just, like, walk around the house with. So, I'm definitely keeping this in my collection, but I am definitely probably gonna modify it to add not only, like, some kind of, like, the rope, robe, thing. I'm forgetting names left and right now. But also add in the loop so that way, like, you can actually loop it through and tie it in the front. Obviously, his hands right now are kind of holding it closed. But if I move his hands away, it's just gonna flap open, which, obviously for a guy, that's not a big deal, but... if this was Barbie's robe, I wouldn't necessarily want her just to flash me every single time she had a chance. But yeah. So definitely will be keeping this in my collection. There's one more outfit for Ken to try, and I'm actually very excited. I have a feeling it will be a good one as well. Alright, so while my sister called me and was asking me for the EA account code so that she could log in because she just got a new computer, I dressed up Ken in the what I like to call the Hugh Hefner Barbie-friendly edition. And it actually doesn't look bad on him, although obviously the robe on top of everything else doesn't exactly work because obviously the sleeves are now bunched up inside the robe, but even still, I like this. There obviously are a few tweaks I need to do to this outfit, as it is a little mangy, but it's still a really good outfit. I still really, really like this. So yeah, let me quickly take off the robe so you can see the actual, set in its entirety. But yeah, it's just this cute little sleepwear, and I love it. He is so adorable in it. Again, it's like there's a couple different things I can see that I need to fix, like the cuffs are kind of coming out of here, and there's a few loose strands and everything, and I think one of the sleeves on here is like fraying a bit. I just noticed that, but again, still really like this set. I think it's a really cute like little sleepwear set. You might be staying in it, Ken. But, yeah. Super cute. But that's all the outfits that I have for Ken. Now I'm going to switch over to Barbie Me. I can't call her Mini Me because I've already called the Kelly doll that, so... Barbie Me, I guess, is what I'm going to call the other one. Yeah, and see what fits on Barbie Me. Yeah. Enjoy. So the first one of Barbie's clothing, I have actually been able to get over this thick Barbie's thighs. Love you, me, but also true to me is that I got thick hips and thick thighs. So it's a little hard to get some people's clothes on sometimes. Obviously, the only problem is it looks great from the front, but, then when you turn it around, I couldn't really, strap it together, and unfortunately, when you, go to bend her, like to sit her, yeah, it just kind of comes apart, so, I was able to get it past her thighs, but I was not able to close it. You're still beautiful, honey. This is just not the clothes for you. We keep trying. Okay, so we got the stretched out red shorts from before. Again, surprisingly fits on this Barbie Me just fine, kind of. I mean, they're still very stretched out. And they are quite tight in the sense that, again, if I put her legs up, turn around, yeah, you can very clearly see that if she had a crack, it would be showing. But, yeah, unfortunately, I did anticipate this, that many of the clothes that I had were not going to fit the Curvy Barbie, But that is the thing, is that I do think that there should be more representation for the Curvy Barbies, as well as the fact of, I feel like if they're gonna do clothes packs for Barbies, now I might just be blind to this, I'm not actually seeing it, but I do wish that they had some indicator to say which clothes would fit which model of Barbie, because of the fact of when I went to the Walmart and I picked up some of the Barbie clothes that they had, it wasn't exactly clear what fit which Barbies. It's also not exactly clear which Barbies have which body type. So it would be kind of nice to have some type of indicator. And of course, this is not going to fit on my Barbie. Okay. To the bag. Trying to keep some decency for Barbie me, because she don't have no pants on currently, but I actually found a top that fits her, thankfully. And I think this is actually one of the Dollar Tree store tops. It actually fits pretty nicely on her, like it's able to close, it's not snug on her necessarily. Obviously, it's a little weird because of the fact that she's on the stand, but it actually does fit pretty nicely, and actually maybe I'll just take her off the stand instead. Well, she's got painted on underneath, so I guess it's fine. But yeah, so it's like, it actually looks really nice on her and everything, and I mean, okay. The Velcro doesn't exactly, let's not try to have you look like the Exorcist here. It doesn't exactly do it justice, but she does actually, it does actually Velcro all the way down. Again, if I was going to redo this piece, which I might, I'm thinking about doing clasps, in a sense, like the metal clasps, just because I think they work better, they last a little bit longer, and they're better quality for staying to the clothes. But yeah, glad I can find one shirt that at least fits. Okay, so I'm a little upset that my Barbie is facing a very similar dilemma to myself, in a sense, when it comes to clothing and fashion. Especially with modern day fashion, I guess. And maybe this is just me just projecting, in a sense. But so, this outfit fits, but it's not flattering. This is very much like a comfort outfit. Kind of like, that jogging suit that, that gray jogging suit that, it's baggy, it's not flattering, and you really just wear it around the house when you're having either, a bloat day or something, or you're just not feeling well. It just keeps you warm in the winter and makes you feel at home and everything like that. This is this outfit. And it feels like a lot of the clothes, and I guess because I'm still kind of going back on that whole idea of, I wish there was some indicator for outfits that are for curvy Barbies and ones that are for just, skinny Barbies, because the fact of, it feels like there's a lot of clothes that are very flattering and good-looking on, skinny people versus curvy people. I know some people may be like, well, then just lose weight and everything. And I'm like, I'm not saying that's not the goal. For my own health and everything, yes, that is the goal. I want to lose weight, but on the way there, I'd still like to look good. I'd like to have clothes that fit and look good, and not just feel like a sack of potatoes just shoved into a piece of cloth. This is one of those things that makes me think, kind of brings out that feeling for me. Because it's not cute in the sense, I mean, I understand it's handmade. It's a handmade outfit, so obviously. But a lot of the clothes I've been trying on so far have not been flattering or cute. A lot of the cute clothing has been for the skinny Barbies. This is probably why else Mattel went through and made the Curvy Barbie, but I also wish that they'd make clothing for the Curvy Barbie that didn't just come in, with the Barbie itself. It's like, no, I want the clothing packs as well. I want clothing packs for my Curvy Barbie, so that my Curvy Barbie can have some. But at this point, I feel like I'm going to have to make the clothes myself, because I don't know if Mattel even makes clothing packs for Curvy Barbie. Okay. And I'm actually going to skip these two because I really don't want to put these on my Barbie unless I absolutely have an outfit. So if I find a pair of pants at some point that fit my Barbie and would probably go well with one of these sweaters, then maybe, but not right now. I don't want to have to deal with putting my Barbie's arm straight up and then having to try and slide it down like her arms or anything, so yeah. I have yet to find a shirt, but at least Working Woman Barbie's jacket fits on Curvy Barbie. Granted, that's not exactly a thing to be, I guess, proud of, I suppose, because it's a jacket, it's probably gonna fit anyways. But I guess, I mean, if I find a shirt that actually fits us, that'd be cool, you know. Okay, and I think the outfit that is probably the most flattering on this doll is this one. Now, granted, the dress still, for me, doesn't feel very flattering. I still feel like there could be still some improvements to it, such as this neckline and everything for this doll. But other than that, it's like, I feel like it's the only outfit that, in a way, kind of looks good on this Barbie. But yeah, so this is really the only thing. I'm gonna put her back into her other outfit, though, just because, I mean, as much as I love this outfit to an extent, I want something that's more flattering on her, and right now that's only her workout outfit, so I'm gonna quickly change her, and then there's one or two more things I want to try. So yeah, let me switch this out. Okay, so now that she is completely dressed up, I also took out the headband, it was bothering me. I'm going to, obviously, wash her hair at some point, and try to kind of flatten it a little bit more, shape it. There are definitely strands, too, back here that are much longer than the other pieces, so I'll need to trim it up. But anyways, away from that, one more thing I wanted to try, because obviously, most of the accessories that I have are obviously not gonna matter, they're gonna fit any doll, but there are certain accessories that I was a little questioning about. Because as you can see from her feet, obviously they are articulating. But they can articulate into flat-footed Barbie, or the regular pointed toe Barbie. And I was very curious about this because I have a lot of different doll shoes that I was like, I wonder if this doll's feet would fit both. So I actually went ahead and I, paired up all the doll shoes I have, and we're gonna see. So the first one I want to try are these, like, white sneakers, because they are flat-footed white sneakers. I don't think they're gonna fit, but not for the fact of my Barbie is flat-footed, or is not flat-footed completely, but the fact of I think her foot is too big. So I don't think that shoe is gonna fit very well, unfortunately. But let's try some of the other. Oh god. Let me put her down. Not like put her down like kill her, but put her down like on the table. God, it's like the part in the movie when the ugly stepsisters and Cinderella are trying to put on Cinderella's shoe. Not that you're an ugly stepsister. Sorry. But it does very much look like it. Obviously, this is a Dollar Tree store shoe, so I don't really put a lot of merit in the Dollar Tree store stuff. But there are Barbie shoes that I'm hoping will fit a little bit better. I think the white sneakers were also Dollar Tree store shoes, so again, I don't put a lot of merit into them. I don't think the different colored shoes are gonna have much luck, obviously. Yeah, it's not on there all the way. No. Okay. So yeah, pushing aside the Dollar Tree store shoes that are not Barbie branded, we'll add that. Let's try another shoe. Oh, doggone it. I don't remember if this was Barbie branded or if this was just a regular, Dollar Tree store. I'm gonna guess Dollar Tree store because the foot is still the same size, I think, but yeah. It's kind of sad that the majority of my shoes right now are not working out for this one doll. Okay, so I kind of got... These are Barbie branded, I remember, because these were part of the Fairytopia line, in a sense, but it's like they don't really fit. Because, like, as you can see, I can't even get her toes into that small crevice in the front. And her heels are not quite in the shoe, so it's like... losing a lot of hope. I still have 2 more that again I have hope for, but losing it very quickly. I'm really losing hope in the Dollar Tree store Barbie stuff. I feel bad because I feel like on camera it doesn't really do it justice, but like you can kind of see like right in here, like her heel is very much coming out. It's not even in there. Like her foot is not even in that shoe right now. So yeah. I'm down to the last pair, and the last pair that is in here is actually Working Woman Barbie's shoe. Oh my god. Did they interpret Curvy Barbie as being big-footed as well? Because I'm like, what the heck? None of these shoes fit this Barbie either. Okay, let me go get my Working Woman Barbie doll, because I feel like that's gonna be a more accurate representation because she does actually have the, traditional Barbie foot. Okay, so putting them side by side, again, I have the Made to Move Barbie doll, at a higher, or like just tiptoeing, so like should be kind of the same idea as the regular Barbie. And they're actually roughly about the same size, which is kind of nice. But the feet... Yeah, I think the feet of the Made-to-Move Barbie doll is actually slightly bigger. That is so weird. Cause I'm trying to compare it for you guys so that, you can see it. And I'm like matching their foot up, and it's like it looks to be about the same shape and model, I think what it is, and I'm like gonna compare it on my side. Okay, I kind of see it actually. If I can try to line it up again for you guys, so you guys can possibly see it. It's not perfect, but so the Made-to-Move Barbie doll's heel is much wider. Or is much longer than the other Barbie. And I think the toes, actually, are a little bit longer. And they curve upwards a little bit more. So that's kind of fun, I guess. So the made-to-move Barbie doll, the curvy Barbie dolls really don't really fit any of the existing Barbie stuff. But it's kind of sad just because, like, Barbie is always marketed as being very, universal in its clothing and accessories and stuff like that. At least for the most part it was. It seems like when they added the curvy Barbie, it was just to kind of appease people to be like, oh yeah, now we have a fat Barbie. So you can relate to your Barbie about being fat. But I hate to say it, my fat Barbie now has the same challenges as fat me. Which is, I can't fit into half of my wardrobe because none of the existing clothing in the modern world fit. I feel like I'm going on a rant that is very much personalized to me. But it is, and it's not... And it's funny because I'm like, I don't necessarily want to advocate for the idea of people should work around bigger people, in a sense. Especially when that bigger person's weight is medically, like, unhealthy. Like, it's not a livable weight, I'll say. But obviously, okay, I call this Barbie fat, and that's not right. That's fat shaming, and I am sorry about that. But you are kind of me. Like, I'm projecting me onto you, so... And I do kind of have a very similar body type, except for her belly's a little bit flatter. Which, screw you, kind of, but, I still love you. But it is still very much the same problems in the sense of... I feel like a lot of people in the world cater a lot of fashion to slimmer individuals. And I guess the slimmer individuals, though they may be visually appealing to look at, they are not the majority of the population, especially in America. And I'm not saying that it's like, that people shouldn't strive to be that, but it's like, this is actually a very healthy weight, and a very healthy size. I don't remember seeing any clothing items that looked like that they would fit a curvy Barbie doll, and I specifically picked a curvy Barbie doll because of the fact of I wanted to know, was Mattel essentially doing right by the curvy Barbie? Is the curvy Barbie also getting the same attention as skinny Barbie? Right now, the only thing I'm finding that fits is the outfit she came in. She doesn't even fit into the Mattel branded shoes that literally came out within, like, the last 5 years when Curvy Barbie was available. Now, that could also be a fault of the doll itself and the fact that she is a made-to-move doll. I don't know. Are there other people that also have, highly articulated Barbie dolls that have had this very similar problem? Where they do not fit into, existing Barbie shoe wear and stuff. And I guess I'm kind of interested. Are there other people that have had this problem where they have a curvy Barbie doll and they've had to resort to making the clothing in a sense, or buying another curvy Barbie doll in order to get more outfits because, again, it might just be my local store, it might just be my area of the stores in some ways, because again, as I've said in the past, we don't exactly get a lot of, like, variety in a sense. We get kind of like what is considered popular around the world, or around the country, and that's it. We don't get, like, the experimental stuff or anything like that. Like, the things that they put out for marketing purposes to say, like, hey, do people like this? We don't get that. We get what is considered popular already, and that's it. And even then, it's still a very low selection. But that's the thing that I guess kind of I'm wondering about, because again, when I was looking through my local store and looking through the outfits and everything, and I have actually looked at, the Barbie clothing in other stores such as Target, the selections of Toys R Us and stuff like that, to see if there was anything that might go well with my Barbies or something like that. And there were two problems I found, which is I did not see anything that looked like it would work for my Curvy Barbie, and if it did not indicate that it was for a Curvy Barbie model. And I think those are two things that Mattel is really lacking on right now that I'm seeing, is the fact that I don't see anything marketed towards the Curvy Barbie or anything that is considered universal for both Barbie doll types, like the body types. I don't see anything that actually looks like it would fit a curvy Barbie doll. The same thing could also be said for the Ken dolls, because the Ken doll that I have is actually kind of on the slimmer build. I have seen bulkier and more muscular Barbie dolls. Or bulkier and muscular Ken dolls, sorry. There was a very clear distinction where it's like there are outfits provided for Ken in the stores, which I'm really glad about. I'm glad that Ken is being seen as kind of like an equal to Barbie. But the problem that I'm seeing is that it's not universal to all of the models that they're making. It's kind of in that same vein of, if you're gonna make a new model of Barbie, make the other clothing as well. Because right now, it's funny because the whole problem with Barbie was that Barbie felt very discriminatory, that she only catered to the skinny people, not the people of all shapes and sizes. I still feel like that's a problem right now. Because she can't even wear Barbie's shoes. Yeah. Sorry, my rant is over. I'm very glad that I have this Barbie doll. It helps point out some issues that there might be in the line. I have a lot more doll stuff to go through. I'm a little tired at the moment, so I'm probably going to hold it off for tomorrow. I think a lot of it is vintage stuff, so I don't think it's going to fit the curvy Barbie doll, but kind of hopeful. Very hopeful. Cross my legs. Very hopeful. Because curvy Barbie me needs some love, needs to feel beautiful, needs to feel fierce. And right now, I do not. Barbie me does not feel fierce. Barbie me feels a little bit like a sack of potatoes. Yes. I don't feel beautiful, Mattel. Okay? I just want you to know that. I don't feel beautiful. Barbie me does not feel beautiful. But yeah, I'm done. I don't know how to end the video. So I guess I'll just say that. I'm gonna go do some other things that make me feel beautiful as a person. And then I'm gonna reconvene and figure this all out tomorrow. Or another day. Because I'm tired. So I'll see you guys in that next video. Bye!